everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Kay, and I've been working on the Junk Journal January Challenge for 2024, hosted by Meg Journals. And I started using this little notebook and the pages that came with it, and it's gotten really full. So I really have to condense the prompts onto a single page if I'm going to get them all in. And that was really my goal, was to get all the prompts in. I wanted to take on all of the challenges of each day rather than leave some out. So I'm going to be getting as many on these next two pages as I can. So the first prompt that I have come to is bookshelf. And I had remember seeing these books as part of the ephemera of the Boho collection by Rach and Bella Crafts. And so I printed out a few of the papers and these set of books here. And I mean, aren't these gorgeous? So absolutely beautiful. And so I'm kind of debating between this one here and this one here. I think would be really pretty. I think I'd put the books here though if I did it on this one. And I don't know, I guess I could even do it on the blue. I just feel like that's a lot of blue, but so that's what I'm kind of debating. And I was thinking I could make a library card pocket with the brighter pink here, and I don't know. So I just have a lot of options here, a lot of things to consider, and maybe even, you know, mix up the pages a little bit. Like, I don't have to have both the pages from the same papers. So, you know, I could always do something like that as well. So anyway, I'm going to think about it and see what I come up with. And then also the next prompt is texture. And I've done a lot of texture in my journal so far. In fact, every page has some kind of texture on it. So I'm thinking to do something I haven't done before, and that would be embossing powder would be one thing. So I think I'm going to pick out some stamps. I do have some stamps that look kind of boho to me. They're kind of large, so we'll see how that works. They might be too large, but I don't know. So I'm going to try that. If I don't like it, I can always change my mind. The next prompt is fabric, and I have been using ribbon and fabric in my journal so far, but I did find this piece, and I thought that was so boho and so pretty. I thought it would go really nicely with the pages, so I might do some of this, but this is also translucent, and that is also the next prompt on the list. Or no, it's actually not. It's the next one after that. So the next one after fabric is ombre. And so I thought, since I was doing a library card, that I would do my library card in an ombre. So I got the dark blue graduating down to the lighter blue. And so I think that's going to be a really nice addition there. And that's what I'm working with so far. So I'm going to go ahead and pick out my pages, punch some holes, do some embossing, see where we go from there. All right, so these are the papers that I came up with for my pages, and I've done some stamping and some embossing with these stamps, and I've had these for a long time, and I don't even have the labeling or anything of where they came from, so I couldn't help you out there. But I picked these little scallops or scrolls or whatever you want to call those, because I just thought it wouldn't take away too much from the designs on the papers. And but it still gives it that brightness of the white. And so I'm liking how that came out, and I'm almost wondering, hang on, I've got a little spot right there. Yep, I just didn't get it all the way embossed. Sorry about that. Okay, so you've seen that I've added these little butterflies, and this is some washi tape that I got, and I think it might be Simple Stories, but it kind of is, it's sort of translucent, and so I thought I would kind of use these as a rub-on. I think I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to pull this over as if it is closer on the line of tape there, if that makes sense. And I do want to add a little bit of glue, like I said, so that it actually stays on there. Just a little bit of glue. And I'm going to rub that in like it's a rub-on, even though it's not. I really want it burnished down in there because it is somewhat translucent. So I'm going to punch the holes and ink the edges of the pages, and I think to keep this video shorter, I'm going to just do that off camera. So I still think I want to have this stack of books right here on the page, but I'm thinking I would like to make it look like a bookshelf so that it's not just floating on the page. So I have this washi tape. I think it looks kind of boho. I'm thinking that if I do a little bit of this, and I would cut it exactly straight on this part because I want it to look like a bookshelf. And then on this page, I had cut this strip of paper to make my library card pocket. And I still like that. Okay, so I think I'll probably, it looks like the fold is just a little off, so I think I'll take this along my trimmer and trim that off. I'm just going to go ahead and ink that up there on that side and this side, but I also think that I'm going to round these corners, and then I'll ink this up, and I think I might round these corners too to make it look more like a library packet. I don't know why. I don't know if they all have their corners rounded, but it just seems to make sense to me. So anyway, that's going to set there, and that's going to set there. And then I did print out these tags, and I've inked this one because I think this one might be the one I would like, just to give it another layer. And like I said, I knew I might be covering up all of my all of my little embossing there on some places, but and you won't even see the actual image that's there. It's just the color, I think, more than anything. And so I want to use some ribbon in there, and I have this here that I think would be pretty. It kind of brings out the yellows a little bit in the books on this side, but yet it's got a little bit of the pink as well. And then I also have, yeah, so it's variegated. I just don't know if I'm going to be using enough that you'll even see that change of color, unless I trim it so that the change of color is right there, kind of in the middle. but I'm thinking that might be kind of pretty to do. Oops, I'm off camera just a little bit. Something like that. Or let's try this too. I don't want to give up on this. I'm going to cut this longer in case I would tie that into a bow or something there. So I might like that better. I don't know. It's possibilities. And then I also have my fabric, and I cut a little piece off, and I was also thinking I could put it somewhere behind my bookshelf. So I probably put the washi tape on top, I think, maybe, because I don't want to cover up my bookshelf. I want that to look like it's all one piece sticking up rather than having the bookshelf look like it's behind the fabric. But I also was kind of thinking, since I'm using this as my translucent prompt, that I'd want the butterflies to be sticking out. So, you know, something sort of like this. And then I also want to have, I thought I had another little piece of fabric, but I did print this out from the labels. So I'm thinking, you know, I want to include that somehow. And I do have a couple more, I do have one more piece of fabric, but I want to somehow include a piece of fabric on this side. So I don't know. Is that too small? Does it look too random, just kind of floating on that space? Or should I put it? I don't know. Anyways, I have to think about that one. And then I also thought maybe I could add a little bit of lace here and there. I don't know. Don't know if I like the lace or not, but it's a thought. And then I also have this trim, and I thought that could go, I don't know if I want it like lined up in a row on the top there. That, I don't know if that, I want it to be a little more rounded maybe, so I don't know. Anyway, so you can kind of see where I'm going with this. So rather than have you watch me hum and haw about this, because I do tend to, it takes me a long time to make up my mind. I like to take a look at all my options and things like that. So, and then I feel like I need maybe some more layering or something on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and, you know, just keep going with this and see what happens, and I'll be back. So this is what I've come up with so far. I did go ahead and emboss the middle there, and then I did switch these two around. I just thought this tag would look better on the left. And I did go ahead and use this ribbon instead of the peach one that I had pulled out before. And I did go ahead and add this little butterfly from the washi tape. And then I ended up cutting this fabric just a little bit smaller and adding it there. And there's a little bit of lace there, but you can barely see that lace underneath. And then I found this blue trim and just added a string bow on this corner here. And then on this page, I pretty much laid everything out like I showed you I would. I did go ahead and add another little butterfly here as well. But before I put all this down, I decided to add just a little bit more layering with a little tag that I printed out. And then this is just one of the journaling cards that I cut in half and added my little punch here to the top to give it that notebook look, and just inked that up there, added a little twine bow. And on this, I inked it up really good with the vintage photo because that's going to go with the page that's going on the back side of this. And I did add a little bit of Wink of Stella to the middle of the flower there. And oh, and I did use this little strip of paper rather than the washi tape. Once I had all this stuff layered on there, the washi tape just wasn't working very well. So, yep. So I had printed out this sheet of ephemera. This is where I got the bookcase from, or I keep calling it a bookcase, the stack of books there. And this just had that border on the one side, and I just cut that border off and used it as my bookshelf. And that's pretty much it. So I've got my library card here with the ombre. And oh, on this, I just, I did the ombre with my Paint 3D on my computer, or 3D Paint. Is it Paint 3D or 3D Paint? Either way. So I just took a blank canvas there and used the digital watercolors and did the ombre look, added a little bit of that yellow in there too. And then I printed that out, and then because I had sized it correctly in my Paint 3D, and then I printed, after I stuck it back in the printer and printed over it with the library card. And the library card is just a blank white library card from, I believe it's the Old Design Shop. So that's how I did that. And yeah, so I do like it, but I kind of feel like I don't know, I feel like I have a big bare spot right there. And I don't know if it's just because it really is, it's okay to leave some things bare. I don't have a problem with that sometimes, but I don't know, other times I do have problems editing. So, so what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to cut some more ephemera out. Okay, so I've cut some more ephemera, and then I went ahead and inked the edges of most of it. So I really like these elephants, and so I thought, even though I know this is part of the challenge, the ombre there, but I'm still thinking this might look good to have the elephants sitting in there. And then there's a lot of like little butterflies. And so I was thinking maybe just adding a couple butterflies here and there. And that kind of takes care of that bare spot. No, I don't like that. Let's try it on this page. What happens on this page? Up here. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And so let me go ahead and get that glued down. And I don't know. I don't know about the elephants. I mean, I do like the elephants. All right, I printed them out in 2 sizes. Let me try a different size. You know what? I think I'm going to take the other half of this. Um, maybe this would be good in there instead. Or maybe both. I probably have to like glue it down because this is not a writing journal. I'm not concerned about having little tuck spots for journaling and whatnot, so I don't have a problem with just gluing things down, but I wonder if I angled it like this instead of had it straight up and down. Yeah, kind of like that. And then you can still see the ombre in there a little bit. And then here, this, you know, I love this. This is really cute, but it's almost it's a different style in this one. It's almost a little more cutesy. I don't know. I cut this out from one of the tags, but I don't know. You know, this looks crooked in the camera. When I see it in person, it doesn't seem that crooked. I don't know what I did. Maybe it's just, maybe everything's crooked. I don't know. I feel like this whole page is crooked somehow. But is what it is. So I have this one. It was a full piece, but I cut just the elephant out because I was gonna put it on the library pocket. Oh my goodness, how about one of these? It's just too big and I don't know. So I fussy cut this one out and I kind of like that. I kind of like that. No. Oh, you know, I was going to put this one on the library pocket too, but I wonder if that. And then I like the elephant, but I just need more blue. I kind of like that. So what I'm wondering is do I want to just leave it like that, or do I want to make it like a tag with something sticking out there? No, I think I'll just leave it like that. is floating a little bit, but I don't know. I just feel like I have a bare spot there that I don't want. Okay, I think I'm gonna stick with that. So, oh my goodness, yeah, that's why it takes me forever to get anything done. Here, let's just glue this down first to be easier. Well, I think that's it. I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, all right. Well, this satisfies the prompts for, let me get my little sheet here. We got I think we have 5 on this page. So I have bookshelf and texture, fabric, ombre, and translucent. So yeah, 5 on 2 pages. That'll catch me up for a day or so. So thanks so much for following along with me. And what do you think of the boho style? Do you think that that was a good way to embellish these pages? And do you think that I should have done more with the ombre prompt rather than just the library card? And what do you think of this embellishment here? Should I have done something more or maybe just left it alone? And yeah, interested to know what you think. So anyway, uh, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell if you'd like to join me for my upcoming videos. I think I just have maybe 2 more, maybe possibly 3 more videos in this Journal January challenge. So I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.